The wait is finally over. The Mortal Kombat 2 movie has finally dropped brand new looks, and some of these reveals look wild. We're talking about new character reveals, brand new scenes, new story details, new behind-the-scenes looks, and details that feel like they're hinting at a major plot twist. But that's not even the craziest part, because alongside these looks, we just got huge story and plot details that change everything. First up, we finally have a brand new Shao Kahn and Kitana jungle image. The level of detail here is insane once you actually see what you're looking at. The original image Garner posted was intentionally dark with the caption "Us in the Jungle," making it nearly impossible to identify the characters at first glance. But I increased the brightness a little bit, and you can clearly see Adeline Rudolph's Kitana in full costume standing face-to-face with Shao Kahn in what looks like a tense dialogue scene shot in the Australian jungle where production took place. Guys, this is the clearest look we've gotten at Shao Kahn's cape in the entire marketing campaign. The cape gives Shao Kahn that classic game-accurate look that fans have been demanding, and it instantly elevates his presence from generic armored villain to iconic Mortal Kombat Emperor. The metallic helmet design with those menacing glowing red eyes completes the intimidating aesthetic, making this version of Shao Kahn feel leagues more threatening than the 1997 Mortal Kombat Annihilation portrayal. Let me know what you think about his look. But guys, this isn't even the only Shao Kahn scene we have, because the next one has even more characters and reveals a big story detail. This single behind-the-scenes shot might have just revealed the entire power structure of Outworld in Mortal Kombat 2. The image shows what appears to be Shao Kahn standing on his throne with Sindel seated beside him in a position of power, while Kitana and Jade stand before them in what looks like a formal audience or meeting. But here's the absolute kicker. Standing off to the side, you can clearly make out what appears to be Shang Tsung in a completely different outfit than he wore in the first movie, suggesting he's now working directly with Shao Kahn's regime rather than operating independently. Let me know in the comments who you think the other people on the side might be. And if that wasn't enough, multiple reports have pointed out what looks like an ornate artifact sitting near Shao Kahn's throne that bears a striking resemblance to Shinnok's amulet, one of the most powerful objects in Mortal Kombat lore. Shinnok's amulet is a fallen elder god artifact that grants immense dark power and has direct connections to the Netherrealm, which lines up perfectly with Ed Boon's earlier comments that the sequel will explore themes of spirits and the Netherrealm, and that there are ways to bring back dead characters. And we also see Sindel. She hasn't gotten much screen time and has only one scene in the trailer, but she sits beside Shao Kahn's throne, serving as his queen, which makes sense given the lore where Shao Kahn resurrected and brainwashed her after conquering their world. Kitana and Jade standing before the throne in what appears to be a formal audience suggests they're still serving as Shao Kahn's loyal assassins at this point in the story, though we know from the jungle image that tensions are clearly building. We have even more leaked behind the scenes later, but first, let's dive into the massive 2v1 Scorpion fight that Entertainment Weekly and Bloody Disgusting exclusively revealed. Because this image alone confirms the sequel is going way deeper into Netherrealm supernatural powers than anyone expected. The image shows Scorpion caught in the middle of an intense battle fighting both Noob Saibot and one of Noob's shadow clones simultaneously in what appears to be a hellish Netherrealm environment with that signature fiery orange and ember glow lighting. Director Simon McQuoid explained that Noob Saibot's design is heavily inspired by Mortal Kombat 11, and they went to extraordinary lengths to make sure the Shadow Wraith aesthetic translated perfectly to live action. Let me know if you like his look. Personally, the only looks I like in the movie are Shao Kahn, Noob Saibot, and Quan Chi's. Yes, there's another massive reveal that ties directly back to those Shao Kahn images we just talked about. Todd Garner dropped a behind-the-scenes image that finally confirmed Quan Chi's presence in Mortal Kombat 2 after fans worried the Necromancer had been cut when he didn't appear in the debut trailer. The image shows Quan Chi played by Damon Harriman in full makeup, pale, creepy, robed, and positioned exactly like the lurking puppet master sorcerer we know from the games. Screen Rant revealed that Quan Chi was actually supposed to appear in Mortal Kombat Annihilation back in 1997, with a deleted end credits scene showing Shinnok meeting with Quan Chi to tease that Earthrealm would still be in danger. But that scene was cut when the third movie never happened. That means Quan Chi's appearance in Mortal Kombat 2 is literally 28 years in the making. But here's where everything connects. Reports say Quan Chi is the necromancer of the Mortal Kombat universe whose powers directly involve resurrecting the dead and manipulating souls in this next movie. Ed Boon specifically stated the sequel explores themes of spirits in the Netherrealm and that there are ways to bring back dead characters. And remember that potential Shinnok's amulet sitting next to Shao Kahn's throne? Shinnok is a fallen elder god who rules the Netherrealm, and Quan Chi is his most loyal servant. We'll come back to that Netherrealm connection, but first we need to talk about the Baracus Colony images that Entertainment Weekly dropped, because this location is absolutely critical to understanding Johnny Cage's entire character arc. Multiple images show the Earthrealm team Liu Kang front and center in clean white and red gear. Johnny Cage looking completely out of place, Sonya Blade and Jax walking into what's basically a Baracus settlement with bones everywhere, makeshift huts and skulls on spikes, creating this brutal post-apocalyptic war zone aesthetic. Reports said that this Baraka fight is the moment where Johnny has to give himself over to believing in the character of Johnny Cage. The scene was exclusively shown to CinemaCon audiences in April 2025, but I guess they're just giving us a still frame from it. Now here's the detail that's flying completely under the radar, but could be the biggest reveal of all. Multiple sources confirm that despite characters like Kano and Kung Lao dying in the first Mortal Kombat movie, both Josh Lawson and Max Huang are returning for the sequel. Ed Boon specifically teased, "I can tell you Josh Lawson is not playing Kano's twin," directly referencing Mortal Kombat lore that allows for resurrections through Netherrealm magic. And guess who shows up in that Todd Garner throne room image standing right next to Quan Chi? Kano. Fans are going absolutely wild with theories. Is Kano resurrected by Quan Chi's necromancy? Is he a revenant controlled by Netherrealm magic, or is it secretly Shang Tsung using his shape-shifting powers? Let me know in the comments. The fact that Quan Chi, the necromancer who can literally bring people back from the dead, is confirmed to be in the movie alongside multiple dead characters returning strongly suggests that Netherrealm resurrection magic is going to play a major role in this sequel's plot structure. And when you combine that with all the fiery, hellish imagery we've seen in Scorpion's fight sequences, plus Ed Boon's comments about exploring Netherrealm themes, it makes total sense that Quan Chi and Netherrealm storylines could be pushed toward the final stretch of the movie as the ultimate stakes escalation. But that's not even the craziest part, because the Liu Kang vs. Shao Kahn image that Entertainment Weekly revealed looks like it came straight from a final boss battle with absolutely insane visual detail. You've got Liu Kang unleashing that fire god energy, throwing massive flames directly at Shao Kahn's hammer as the Outworld Emperor comes at him with raw, overwhelming force. Which you know if you guys have watched my other videos what happens to Liu Kang in this movie. And this might be where it happens. Martin Ford, who plays Shao Kahn, stands at a towering 6'8" and spent 4 hours in the makeup chair just to transform into this character. And he described putting on the full costume with the hammer and prosthetics as almost a cheat code for getting into character. And here's the production detail that should get everyone hyped. Karl Urban recently revealed that the scale of the production was as big if not bigger than anything I worked on in Lord of the Rings. And when you walk onto sets like the Edenia Realm, which fills the largest soundstage at Village Roadshow Studios in Queensland, Australia, you realize you're watching a film that's as big as blockbuster filmmaking gets. Urban also said that playing Johnny Cage was the most challenging role I've ever undertaken, specifically because of the martial arts precision required, describing how the choreography demands such definitive movement and execution that it pushed him further than any previous role in his 4-decade career spanning Lord of the Rings, Star Trek, and The Boys. Director Simon McQuoid confirmed they shot the movie with IMAX cameras and altered aspect ratios to enhance specific sequences, giving the film that premium blockbuster feel that justified the summer 2026 release window strategy. Guys, Ed Boon revealed his ultimate vision. There's this phrase we use which is a forever franchise. Like DC will always exist, Marvel will always exist, Star Wars will. We hope that Mortal Kombat at least approaches something like that. We have 100 characters who exist in our universe, so there's a lot for these guys to draw from if they make another film. The fact that Mortal Kombat 3 has already been greenlit before Mortal Kombat 2 even hits theaters shows Warner Bros. Is fully committed to building this franchise into a long-term cinematic universe. With these new images confirming Shao Kahn's game-accurate design, massive tournament action, Netherrealm storylines, character resurrections, and production values that rival the biggest blockbusters in Hollywood, I think Mortal Kombat 2 is positioning itself to be exactly what Karl Urban called it, the best version of Mortal Kombat ever made for the cinema. And no guys, I am not getting paid to say this, so I might want to calm down on glazing this movie too much. Let me know what you think about all this in the comments below. If you're as hyped as I am for Mortal Kombat 2 dropping May 8, 2026, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any future updates, breakdowns, or exclusive news drops.